You're here because you're interested in learning about the areas that are eligible for funding by the California Public Utilities Commission Federal Funding Account Program. In this video, we'll show you how to identify and select areas of interest and navigate the application tool in preparation for the grant application process. First, you must register for an account on the Commission's Federal Funding Account webpage. Applicants will be directed to a web form to fill out, which pre-fills an end-user licensing agreement, as well as terms and conditions that will need to be digitally signed. Once your registration has been approved, you will be sent an email to set your password and log into the applicant tool at fibermap.vetro.io. You'll see a map of California, the application tool on the left side of the screen, and the legend on the right side of the screen. We'll get into specifics of how to use the application tool in just a moment, but first let's cover the basics of map navigation and the map legend. You can navigate by clicking and dragging the cursor on the map, searching for a street address or city using the search bar, or zooming in and out using the mouse wheel. If you do not have a mouse wheel, you can zoom in or out by using the buttons at the bottom right of your screen. You can return to the full extent of the map using the Home button, or change the map view using the Base Map button. You can add additional information to your map view by turning data layers on and off in the legend. The legend contains information about the layers of data presented on the map, including different attributes related to the funding areas identified by the Commission. Each funding area is an individual census block. When you select an area of interest on the map, you may be prompted to choose between nearby census blocks. Hover over the list of census blocks to view their locations on the map. Then select census blocks that you're interested in to add them to a larger analysis. Alternatively, bulk select polygons using the lasso selector. Similarly, you can remove polygons in bulk using the lasso subtractor. After you've selected your polygons of interest, the results panel will display aggregated attribute information for the summarized selection. As you can see, the applicant tool can quickly analyze extensive amounts of data and provide summary-level information to aid in decision-making in a digestible, easy-to-explore manner. You'll find this summary-level information useful in the future when preparing your proposed network application. Now that you've selected some census blocks, you can review and refine your selection in further detail. To view a specific census block on the map, click its row to highlight its location. Zoom to the selected census block, select multiple census blocks to highlight, remove a census block from the selection, or reset the map highlighting with the buttons at the top of the table. Hold Ctrl or Command to select multiple rows that are not adjacent to one another, or hold Shift to select multiple rows in sequence. Lastly, sort a column to order the data in an easily readable way. To adjust the table's location, you can click on the header and move it. Alternatively, make the table more compact or minimize it. Once you are done with the table, close it. Now that you've got the basics down, you may want to save a draft project, which allows you to revisit your work at a later date. While grant application windows are open, you'll be able to reopen previously saved drafts to use as a component of an application. If you don't want to save a draft, you can clear your selection and start over by clicking the Reset button. You can toggle between creating a new selection and viewing a previously saved draft using the drop-down menu or the filter tool. You can make edits to drafts and then resave them if you choose to. If you are happy with your draft, you can save a map snapshot of your project area by adjusting the map to see all of your selected census blocks and clicking Save Project Area Map under the Summary tab. The Submit button will be activated only while the grant application window is open. At that time, you will be able to finalize your project area by clicking on the Submit button. You will be issued a Plan ID, which you will need to save for entry into the Commission's Broadband Grant Portal in order to associate the project you just designed with your formal application. If you need to make changes to your selection, you must create a copy of your submitted project, add census blocks to or remove census blocks from your selection, and click on the Submit button, at which time you will be issued a new Plan ID, which you should use to overwrite the previous Plan ID that you entered within the Commission's Broadband Grant Portal. Remember, if you ever get stuck, click the Need Help button at the top of your screen to see a step-by-step guide.